Radeka's most venerated eminence, Brachus Rex.
This puddle, it glows. What could this mean? Cursed. No wonder it doesn't work. Knowing the reputation of Brachus Rex, we should tread gingerly. What is this contraption?
Before you stands an ancient shrine, runes carved deep into its rock. The runes are in no language you understand or recognize. The shrine seems completely inert. You feel the source inside you swell up, filling your chest, yearning to be free. Your power flows from your chest and into your hands, green tendrils of power slithering from your fingertips across the shrine. The shrine starts to vibrate and glow, slabs of stone gliding across each other as it begins to open.
Nice.
The Magister looks up as you approach.
Change your mind? Oh, be quick. You can take this pain away. You can end it right now. I don't want to die screaming. I'd pray to Damien himself for a blade between the ribs.
The Magister groans in pain as you walk away. The squirrel's nose twitches as you approach, but the creature turns...
Make it stop! At last! The fire is quenched. Thank you.
Yes.
The menacing skeletal guardian looks at you wearily, then yawns.
So you dare defy the will of Brachus Rex. Prepare to be destroyed, and so on and so forth. Let's get this over with. Why wouldn't I be? Every so often, some interloper goes and undoes one of Brachus Rex's curses, and I must murder the poor sod. I hope this brings the discussion to an end. I don't like being roused from slumber, only to be greeted by such banality. It is not my place to question Brachus Rex's will. I am to execute those who defy his legacy. Besides, there are far worse fates Brachus Rex could have visited upon you. This island itself is proof enough of that, I dare say.
She moans impatiently and taps her bony foot.
Yes, I know he's dead. I am still obligated to perform his wishes. He may not live, but the threat of his curse hangs over me. Where Brachus Rex is concerned, I take no chances. Now, let's get down to business. All of this talking exhausts me.
And not even a placard to recommend your name.
air out here is a damn sight better than...
Ifan nods and surveys. The young man has abandoned the maps and now prepares his armor with happy urgency. He sees you approach.
Thank you for finding Gareth, stranger. I owe you. We all do. I just hope he's found what we need to get past the Magisters. That now with Sir Gareth back to lead us, and if I know him, he must have found those source weapons, we might actually have a chance at surviving this.
Welcome, my friend. Enjoy the quiet while it lasts. I know you seek answers. I'll tell you what I can. You have spoken to a god?
Gareth stares intently, not so much at you as through you.
Yes, I see something there. And something else besides. But it's not for me to say. She was imprisoned on the Lady Vengeance. One of the few of us not left to rot on the sand and sun. All the more vital we take the ship from the Magisters. Godwoken. We'd just landed on shore. Minutes later, Dallas sailed in on the Lady Vengeance, screaming like a banshee. We had no hope. Most of us were dead in the blink of an eye. She had horrors at her side. Shriekers, they call them. They still protect the harbor, firing pure death at anything that catches their eyes. The Lady Vengeance is still anchored there too. Lucian, save us from whatever plot Dallas is concocting on it. Well, I had a plan. Gratiana told me of weapons that could counter these shriekers. Purging ones that steal source from its host. I went to that armory looking for one of these wands, but Alexander's bootlickers stumbled in first. I found nothing but dust and blood. We've got to find a way to silence those shriekers. If we do that, the Lady Vengeance is ours. Freedom is ours. You do? But that's incredible! I can only imagine what ghoul-ridden depths you braved to find one. I had no doubt. You bring me hope, sorcerer. I'll gather the other seekers and travel to shore. Meet us there as soon as you can.
Gareth's voice echoes throughout the Enclave with such command, it could rouse a fawn to action.
We move, seekers. Now is the time to resist. The Lady Vengeance will be ours!
The others have gone to get us a ship out of here. Hurry on, they'll need you. The others have gone to get us a ship out of here. Hurry on, they'll need you.
The others wouldn't let me join them for the fight. You should get moving, though. They'll need you at their side.
The others have gone to get us a ship out of here. Hurry on, they'll need you. The others have gone to get us a ship out of here. Hurry on, they'll need you. Yes, of course, of course.
She extends her arms, reaching towards you with a look of total concentration on her eyes. You feel the collar start to twist, a living, writhing thing fighting for survival. With a scream of tortured metal, the collars snap, falling broken from your necks.
No more choking. No more silence. You'll never be a slave to a magister again. The others have gone to get us a ship out of here. Hurry on, they'll need you. The others have gone to get us a ship out of here.
The goddess... The bear cub looks at you, eyes filled with sadness.
You don't remember? Goodness. One moment my flesh was flaming with cursed fire, and the next you had eased my pain. I can't tell you how grateful I am for your kindness. Now I'm just trying to get used to life as a pig. It's not so easy. Well, I can trace it all back to Brachus Rex, of course. Many of us opposed his reign. Few dared to speak against him, though. A few of us wizards took the chance, though. We figured if we spread the word of his deeds, we might encourage enough people to come together, find a way to take him down. But we underestimated the cowardice of our comrades. All we succeeded in doing was being branded heretics and brought to Brachus Rex's court. The results were horrifying. A double curse, turned into pigs and set aflame for eternity. I like not being on fire, so I don't want to complain too much about the pig part. I'm afraid I've never pursued knowledge so dark. Brachus Rex's source talents were great, but some of his skills and devices were unfathomable. How he came by them, I can't say. I'm not sure. I have prayed to Armadia, but she offers no answers. Really? There must be a shrine there. If anyone can restore me to my previous wizardly self, it's Armadia. I'm so grateful for this news. I'm going there now to seek Armadia's blessing. Thank you. Thank you.
Frozen ground in the middle of a swamp. What's going on?
winter dragon?
Unreadable glyphs mantle this ancient pillar. Braided through thick iron rings, source-infused chains bind the dragon tightly. The dragon stares you down with flinty, intelligent eyes. He tries to speak, but his jaw is bound tightly by the same thick chains that shackled him to the pillars.
Are my eyes fooling me?
What is this place?
A tall woman stands amid a field of corpses, some fresh, some ancient. Desiccated skin hangs from some of the skulls, while others fester with maggots. The woman turns to you, bitten lips parting into a grin. She tucks a small bunch of black-red roses into a leather strap across her left hip and, preparing to curtsy, offers you a hand.
What a ball!
She stands to her full height, her lips pursed in disappointment. She cocks her head and takes you in. The corpses around you seem to close in, ever so slightly.
Now, you're among friends here, aren't you? Those who knows what lies beyond death. Ave de more de mea galach. Very good, kitten. Now, I imagine you're here for the same reason I am.
She pats the bouquet at her hip.
But you're too late. These roses belong to me. Looks like we'll have to find some other way to keep you busy. Oh, I do hope that little so-and-so hasn't been talking. Those chains were in a place for a reason. Ha! How earnest you are. I do love that in a man. Come, relax. That's the last thing I had in mind.
She bites her lip and leans in close. If she's bothered by the fleshless face she finds, she gives no sign. As she whispers, you almost forget where you are.
I find you rather delicious. Just because something is bad doesn't mean you ought not to do it, love.
She presses her lips to yours. Her mouth is soft, her breath sweet. She kisses you gently, then harder, her teeth raking softly across your tongue. Suddenly, her grip tightens around you. She's holding you hard, too hard, hard enough to crush you. Her lips remain locked on your hardened mug. You try to pull away, but she won't let go. You hear a low hum, getting louder. Before you realize what's happening, winged insects pour from her throat down yours. They ricochet around your mouth, a wet, buzzing mass, more by the second. Suddenly, all at once, they start stinging you from inside. She stands over you, smiling, and wipes her mouth.
There. there. Tell me, little man, do you know why the soil here is so very fertile? Do you know why it's the only place in Reaper's Coast where blood roses grow? Very good. Lovely. I'll need more roses soon enough. Of course, you won't provide very good compost, but at least you won't be around to tell anyone what you found here.
ready!
Unreadable glyphs mantle this ancient pillar. Braided through thick iron rings, source-infused chains bind the dragon tightly. The dragon stares you down with flinty, intelligent eyes. He tries to speak, but his jaw is bound tightly by the same... Quakes from the impact knock you back.
My thanks.
The freed dragon looks sick and pale. As you approach, he stretches his tattered wings weakly and fixes his intense gaze upon you. Frozen tears glint in his eyes.
My gratitude for your efforts, friend. Yet I am no more free now than I was in those chains. Please, help me find true liberty, or sing me to the endless slumber. But of course, that must be why you stand before me. Slain called to the Lord of Death, and here you are. A coincidence? My fate, it seems, is not my own to call. My soul is bound to joyless obedience. Purged of my source by the wickedest of witches, I stand in thrall to her every whim. She has only to command, and my traitorous body complies. The witch Radeka. I was in love with her once. For the smallest slight, really a trifle, she wielded a purging wand against me, enslaving me to her will. Now only my voice remains my own. You're correct. I feel her dark heart beat within my own no longer.
He rises up to his full height, peering down at you intently through his icy eyes.
But tell me this. Did you happen to find a wand upon her?
Slain rears back in eagerness, grasping the purging wand with razor-sharp claws. Before your eyes, the source from within the wand surges into his draconic form, filling him with a light so bright that you must shield your eyes from the glare. The blazing brightness dies down. Squinting, you now see no dragon before you, but the figure of a handsome lizard. A handsome lizard with the same eyes as Slain. His eyes still blaze, a piercing silver. A triumphant smile dominates his face as he bows extravagantly before you.
Slain. At your service. Neither. Both. I am a dragon knight. The last of my bloodline. Shifting between two shapes is our greatest gift. What I would have given to hear her death rattle. The memory of it would have lulled me to sleep for the remainder of my days. Knowing that vile woman rests in pieces gives me great comfort. When you are truly at a loss, when you have no choice but to back down or perish, you will find safety in my shadow. This, I promise. This is an island of many mysteries, of many horrors. I'll learn what I can. Perhaps there is some possible reprieve for the souls who suffer here.
Slain smiles at you and turns to leave. He takes no more than a few steps before he shimmers out of lizard form, blurring in midair back into a majestic dragon that soars away.